Hey everybody, and welcome back to the 2025 SEC NCAA Tournament Selection Show. I'm your host Ezekiel, and we're going to be looking at our final region, the Midwest region of the NCAA Tournament. If you've made it this far and you're confused, don't worry. I just want to reiterate, this is not real college basketball. This is not the real SEC. This is a simulation sports platform. We do college and professional college basketball, football, and hockey. Come check us out, simulationsports.net. Hang out with us in the Discord, kind of see what everything's about, and see what's up. But we're going to be looking at our final region of the NCAA tournament for 2025, our Midwest region. We've already taken a look at the East, the West, and the South, so this is our final one. Let's jump right into it. Here's a reminder of how this bracket is supposed to look for this region. Your 1 all the way down to your 15 at the bottom. And let's look at it. So your number 1 seed for the Midwest, this is your 4 overall seed, but your number 1 in the Midwest is going to be SMU. SMU has been extremely strong all season. They're 29-2. They took the ACC, which is a difficult conference to get through, and have been very strong all season, flirting in that top 5. Say that top 5 fringe all season, but they've really been ranked 3 through 6 for the entire time. They're very strong. They're very dangerous. They're very scary, and I'm interested to see what they're going to do for this tournament. Your 16 seed is going to be Northern Kentucky at 17-14. Trying to remember if they won their conference or not. I assume so. Yes, they did. Northern Kentucky did win their conference, the Horizon League. So congratulations to them, and they'll hit that 16 here in the NCAA tournament. Your 8-9 matchup right here is going to be 8 Gonzaga at 21-9. Gonzaga taking a late season surge to make it into the tournament at a decent seed, and they'll hit the 9 seed Richmond at 24-6. So this will be a good matchup, interesting, especially for Gonzaga to see how well they do. Your 5-12 matchup here in the Midwest, your 5 seed is going to be BYU at 25-8. Done very well in the Big 12. They were flirting as a very top 10, top 15 team in the season. Had some struggles for the mid-late season, so that's why you see them fall to a 5 here. And at the 12 seed, they'll be taking on the Chippewas of Central Michigan at 20-9. This will be a very interesting matchup. Potential for some upset. As I said, BYU has had some struggles late in the season, but they may have found the formula again to turn it around and power through. Your 4 seed here is going to be Utah at 22-8. And the 13 seed they'll be taking on is Idaho State, the Bengals, 23-7, taking their conference tournament in a not at all controversial fashion. Congratulations to the Bengals. They'll be taking on Utah. That's your top half of the bracket. Again, SMU, your number 1 seed here in the Midwest. Number 4 overall, but number 1 in the Midwest. Let's dive right here into the bottom of the Midwest region. Your 6th seed is going to be St. John's at 24-7. St. John's has had a very good season. As usual, they are one of your teams that are in discussions for a top 15 team the entire season. They've done very well. Just fell short of the conference tournament title. Kind of another year of doing that. But St. John's is a very strong, very dangerous team. You never want to count them out, despite their unfortunate luck in the postseason. 11 seed they'll be taking on is going to be Princeton, 21-9. This is your second Ivy League team. If I remember them correctly, Princeton won the regular season. No, I'm sorry, I have that backwards. Princeton won the conference tournament, while Columbia won the regular season. So we have 2 Ivy League teams here in the tournament, which is very interesting, a little unusual, I would say. So that speaks to how strong both of those Ivy League teams are going to be. So Princeton's going to be taking on St. John's. This is going to be a matchup to watch. I'm very interested in this one and see how it goes. Your 3 seed here is going to be Temple at 26-5. Temple's had a very good season here in the American. The 14 seed they'll be taking on is Nebraska at 19-11. 7 seed is going to be Western Michigan at 20-9 out of the MAC. And the 10 seed they'll be taking on is Memphis at 22-9, another American team. So this will be a very interesting matchup. 2 kind of middle of the road teams, really just filling in the middle of the league. But they're very strong. They're strong enough to make it into the conference tournament. So congratulations to them. The 2 seed here for the Midwest is going to be Baylor, 26-4. Baylor's already won a national championship recently. Baylor's one of the strongest teams in the entire country. They hook up a 2 seed here. Do not count them out. Do not close your eyes. Do not for a second think that they won't make it back to the national championship game yet again. They'll be taking on the 15 seed East Texas A&M, 18-11. East Texas A&M, your conference championship, makes them into the NCAA tournament. Congratulations to them and all these teams. So zoom back out, and this is our our region for the Midwest. SMU, your number 1 seed here in the Midwest, taking on Northern Kentucky, the 16. Your 8-9 is going to be Gonzaga and Richmond. 5-12, BYU and Central Michigan. 4-13 is Utah and Idaho State. 6-11 is St. John and Princeton. 3-14 is Temple and Nebraska. 7-10 will be Western Michigan and Memphis. And 2-15 will be Baylor and East Texas A&M. That is all of our regions. Stay tuned for the brackets to be coming out shortly. Games will begin shortly. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are all excited as well. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for playing, and we will see you soon.